Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about Al-Aqsa Mosque. I want to talk about Al-Aqsa. What's the problem and why it is a problem? Al-Aqsa, as you all know, is the most problematic area in the world. It's the most disputed area in the world by Jews and the Muslims for decades. And British occupation in the area did not help, and British actually made it worse. I want to talk about Al-Aqsa, so maybe I want to share you my knowledge, what I know about Al-Aqsa, why it is a problem there. First, I want to show you from Sahih al-Bukhari. I want to show you Hadith number 349. I think everybody have heard this Hadith before. This Hadith is very long. This Hadith about how Jibril came down from the roof. The roof of my house was open and Gabriel descended. I don't know why Jibril didn't just open the door. Why he has to open the roof? Can he just open the window? Anyway, he cut open Muhammad's chest and took out his heart and washed it with Zamzam water. And then he downloaded faith and wisdom into Muhammad's heart. Just like that. Very quick. It's perhaps, at least it's 5G, high-speed internet. So it's pretty quick. Took only seconds. The hadith itself is not talking or is not mentioning Isra, which is the journey to Israel. In this context, Jerusalem. When you talk to Muslim about Isra Miraj, the Miraj part, they can take it from here, hadith number 349, Al-Bukhari. But Al-Bukhari did not mention about Isra. There are a couple of hadith actually mentioning about Isra, but not really. It seems like, let me show you. Jami at-Tirmidhi, the great is Hasan, hadith number 3132, narrated Ibn Buraidah. From his father, that the messenger of Allah said, when we reached Ba'id al-Maqdis, Jibril pointed his finger, causing a crack in the rock, and he tied al-Burak to it. And this is the hadith regarding Isra, which is the journey to Israel, Jerusalem. The hadith did not talk much about it, didn't even mention where it is. How they assume this is in Jerusalem? If you take a look at the name in Arabic, Bait al-Maqdis. What is Bait al-Maqdis? In Hebrew, it is actually Beit HaMikdash, which is a Hebrew name for the Temple of Solomon. Maybe some of you are still confused between the Temple of Solomon, Al-Aqsa, and Dome of Rock. I will show you in a bit. But before we go there, let me show you one verse from Quran that makes everything more confusing. Chapter 17, verse 1. Surah Al-Isra. You must understand, you must know where Isra comes from. Isra, the name of Isra, comes from Israel. The whole event was Isra, is called Isra Miraj. Isra is Israel. Let us read Quran chapter 17, verse 1. Yusuf Ali. Glory to who did take his servant for a journey by night from the sacred mosque to the farthest mosque, whose precincts we did bless, in order that we might show him some of our signs. For he is the one who hears and sees. The sacred mosque, the sacred mosque is Masjidil Haram in Makkah. That we know. The problem is the farthest mosque.
المسجد الأقصى.
This is the problem. Al Masjid Al Aqsa. Just as a friendly reminder, Prophet Muhammad died in year 632. Al Aqsa Mosque in Jerusalem was built by either Caliph Umar or Caliph Muawiyah. So somewhere between years 634 and 680. This is the picture. This is Al-Aqsa Mosque in Jerusalem. Do you see the problem? How the heck Prophet Muhammad went to Al-Aqsa Mosque when he was alive? And Al-Aqsa Mosque was built at least 2 years after his death. Let me show you Dome of Rock. So I just want you to have a clear view and clear understanding the difference between the two. Dome of Rock is this. Dome of Rock was built by Caliph Abdul Malik in year 691. The Temple of Solomon could now, if you go to Jerusalem, Al-Aqsa Mosque and the Dome of Rock are both in the complex, the same complex. As you can see, this is the Dome of Rock and Al-Aqsa Mosque. And the whole complex now, however, the whole complex is called Al-Aqsa. But originally, Al-Aqsa is this. Do you understand? Muslims, they believe Prophet Muhammad came here during Isra Miraj. I think the next Isra Miraj in 2025 will be somewhere in February. Not sure what the date is gonna be, but somewhere in February. And that's what they're celebrating. Their prophet coming from Makkah to this complex and then went to Bethlehem, the place where Jesus was born, and then went to heaven for meet and greet with the prophets like Jesus, John the Baptist, Abraham, all kind of prophets. Of course, the question again, how did Prophet Muhammad come to a place called Al-Aqsa Mosque when actually Al-Aqsa Mosque was built 2 years after his death, minimum 2 years? Because if it's Muawiyah who built it, then it's much, much later. And the Dome of Rock was not even there until year 691 when Caliph Abdul Malik started to build the Dome of Rock. So before Umar, before Abdul Malik, this complex was empty. This complex was nothing. There's no building here. Because it was destroyed by the Romans in year 70. If you enlarge the picture, you can see, this is definitely, if the old structure are very different compared to these two buildings here. The old structure is much, much older. So now, after we question how Muhammad came here when it was not, when there was no building, of course we will have another question. Was Isra and Miraj real or just a dream? Anyway, that's something that we have to think about, especially if you're a Muslim. A lot of Muslims, they do not have the sense of time, the sense of chronology. They think what their Maulanas and Imams tell them is history. And they don't know. They were fed fake news, wrong histories all this time. Anyway, that's all from me for today. Thank you for watching and listening. Whether you're Muslim or a Jew or a Christian, God bless you all. Have a nice life.